Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We've got a gigantic event to go over as the 94 flashback event came out for Hockey Ultimate Team in NHL 21. And this is, so the last few events that have come out, Team of the Year, the European Hockey Championship or Hockey Club, and then NHL 2030, they've been good but not great. There's been like one or two cards that everyone's like, oh, I got to go get this guy. But for the most part, it's been kind of, I think I might just save my collectibles. Let me tell you, this is not that event, as we have just sprung far into what I would consider the beginning of the end game in terms of overalls and, high-powered cards and things like that, because all of the master items are insanely valuable, and already almost all of them are among the best at their position. So we're going to break down all those like we always do. We're going to go over the sets as well, and just talk about, some quick things that I'd recommend in terms of the market. I will say this, I will do a video specifically going over and ranking the master set items like I always do, but I'm going to talk a little bit which ones I prefer, but it's going to take me a while to actually go through because you'll see a lot of these guys are incredible. All right, but that being said, guys, this weekend, if you're watching this video right now, right when the launch of the game or the launch of the event, my G Fuel code no sleeves at G Fuel, 30% off this weekend. If you have not ordered before, now is the time to do so because you get 30% off using my code. Again, code no sleeves saves 30% off. Go get Hype Sauce, Phase Berry, Snow Cone, all great. All right, let's get into the content. All right, we'll kick things off with the 85 Alex I of Follow. Comes with Barrage and Wingman. Purely a left-handed winger card. Honestly, even if you're a base card team free to play, this one would be an avoid for me. Just not fast enough. Doesn't give you the synergies that you're looking for. However, I will say this, 2 to Wingman is nice if you are trying to activate that and you need a cheap fourth liner to get that activated. However, just not worth it in my opinion. So this one would be a sell if I did pack him. Next, we're going to go through 12 goaltenders, okay? So there is a set where if you trade in 1 gold collectible and an NHL 94 flashback collectible, you will get a choice of one of the 12 goaltenders from NHL 94. So this is a nice ode to that game. Nice little display of some trip down memory lane here, but we're just going to go over the goaltenders quickly. Honestly, none of them are really valuable enough because that would be 50K. So we'll start with, Wendell Young, then Mike Vernon. Again, it's going to be the synergies you're looking for. Chris Terreri, again, 5'9", guys. These guys are short. You're not going to be able to use them in game. Barrage and Balanced. Tommy Soderstrom, they're all 5'9" with Barrage and Balance there. Bill Ranford is 5'11". Does have Swarm and Spark, so that's not bad, but I'd rather have the bronze goaltender that you could use. Then we've got Andy Moog, 5'11", Swarm and Barrage. We've got Kirk McLean, who's with Distributor and Heart and Soul. He's not terrible, but it's still just not good enough and not something you're going to want to go out and spend money on or do the set with. Kelly Rudy, again, under 6 foot. So, again, pass on that. Ron Hextall is 6'3", and he doesn't appear to have the... Again, the limitations as some of the other guys that are taller guys. So he might be a decent goaltender just to use, although the glove high and stick high are so low, so you'll probably get picked apart by some of the guys that you're going to see a little bit later on. So that would be a pass as well. And then we've got Guy Bear, 5'11". Balanced distributor is nice. Glenn Healy, 5'9", with balance and distributor. So you're seeing a theme here. They're all not really usable. Brian Hayward, 5'10", and yeah, that'll do it. So those are the 12 you can get in that, but I would avoid all of them. All right, so on to the players. We've got the 86 Ryan Murray with Distributor and Workhorse. This is a very, very good in between, the big jump into the high 80s cards for anyone that's free to play. Like, he's got 88 slap shot power, which isn't crazy, and 79 accuracy is brutal, but 89 speed and 89 acceleration with these two synergies, the combo, very good. And then in stick checking, defensive awareness is high as well. I'd be on the lookout for this card. It depends what he falls to in price, but not a bad card at all for anyone looking to upgrade from like the base Victor Hedman, let's say. Then we've got the 86 Uwe Krupp. In NHL 20, he was one of the best cards on defense, 6'6". But again, with Workhorse and Barrage as the synergies, just not going to have the speed to be able to keep up with even some of the bigger guys that have decent speed. So unless you are very, very good at defending the rush, this one would be a pass in my opinion. Just too damn slow, unfortunately. Then we've got the 86 Charlie Huddy, who was very good in NHL 20 randomly, his alumni card. With Swarm and Howitzer, good synergy combo. Again, this would just be for anyone trying to activate Swarm and keep Howitzer activated, because again, 88 speed with Distributor isn't bad. It's just acceleration's pretty low, like real low, but not a bad card at all, and definitely someone that can fit in the bottom 2 lines for anyone looking to upgrade here. Very, very good card. Then we've got from the Quebec Nordiques the 87 Owen Nolan with Barrage and Speedster. Even with Speedster, he is really slow with that acceleration. His shot is nice if you activate Barrage, but just not enough going on here to warrant an investment. 2 to Speedster is nice, but again, even with it, it's just real tough, real slow. Then we've got the 87 overall Matt Grzelcyk 5'9" with Balance and Howitzer. I would never use a defenseman this small. Unless he's got, even if he has maxed body checking, just not going to happen. You're in the defensive zone. You're just going to be such a liability with this card. Hard pass. Moving on, we've got the 87 Josh Bailey with Heart and Soul and Wingman. And again, Heart and Soul just not usable. In my opinion, like until we get to the spot where you can activate 5 team-based synergies, it's just not going to be worth it. So we're looking at Wingman. Not terrible, but nothing crazy, and so like I would much rather have the base Connor McDavid, for example. Moving on to the higher overalls, we've got the 88 Curtis Joseph, one of my favorite players growing up as a kid. 5'11", though. Anything under 6 foot, guys, is a non-starter for me in net. It still matters even with the goalie progression, but I think the kind of sweet spot is 6'1" to 6'3" before you start getting hammered with those stat limits. So Balance and Heart and Soul, just no way. Then we've got the 89 Claude Lemieux with Distributor and Wingman. This one's tough. If he had, like, let's say Spark and then a speed synergy, 86 speed on a right winger, nah, I would rather have the Owen Nolan or something along those lines. Like his body checking is great, his defensive stats are awesome as well, and even his shot of the high 80s, just there's no chance. At 89 overall, you're probably going to get more out of the fact that he's an 89 on the market than actually being able to use this card effectively. Then we've got the 90 Vladimir Tarasenko, 1 to Swarm, 2 to Magician. This is a good card, obviously, just because even if you couldn't activate any synergies, it's fantastic. You activate Distributor and Spark, and your 94 acceleration, 93 speed with Swarm, and then if you got Magician activated, the one thing I'll say about Magician, it's a good, like I've said this before, like the Teuvo Teravainen comes to mind. If your agility, puck control, and deking is all like 99, you can feel it when you do half spins and dekes and whatnot. It's very crisp, so there is a rewarding point to it, but if you're not someone who uses that, then it's not really a synergy you want to go after. But 2 to Magician, you're almost already there. So if you say have the Sakic and he upgrades to the 92, he'll have 2 to Magician as well, and then you've got the synergy activated. So in that case, it's worth it. But a dope card, it's just, I'd probably still rather have the Taylor Hall, the franchise great Taylor Hall. Then we've got the 90 Mikko Rantanen, and this is a nice card. So he's 6'4", 215 with 93 acceleration, and then he'll have 89 speed with Distributor. Shot all in the 90s. The reason why I say that he's good is because he's right around 90 speed, but he's big. Like, again, wingers, you want to be super fast in this game, but there is a place for having a bigger winger as well. Like, if you've watched me play NHL, or if you've heard me talk about being able to hold onto the puck and cycle it down low in the zone, that's where these cards become super valuable. Like, I wouldn't have this card paired up with, like, Eric Lindros in the center and then Patrick Laine in the other wing. Like, that's just too big and too slow, kind of sluggish. But if on the other side it's someone like Guy Lafleur, you can really cycle with Rantanen, and there's value in that for sure. And we've got the 91 Cam Neely with Spark and 2 to Speedster. Definite value here because, again, gets it to 92 speed with Distributor, and his balance, endurance, and agility are all good as well. That wrist shot with Speedster's up to 98, and his body checking's perfect. Really, really good defensive card, and a good right-handed winger. Like, this is actually a pretty good one. Be on the lookout for him. I think that he'll actually be, if there's a lot of cards that have Spark and Speedster, like Koivu. I think I'd rather have the Cam Neely. It's close, I guess, because the shot is so much better, but, and defensively, he's far better. But it's a good synergy combo, and the stats are pretty good as well. Then we've got the 91 Chris Chelios with 2 to Balanced, 2 to Howitzer. So the 86, you can upgrade it. The 86, the 91 Chris Chelios, 90 speed before Distributor, and his shot is great as well. This is a very good card, guys. One of the better right-handed defensemen. The only problem is that he gets kind of lost in the shuffle because there are so many great right-handed defensemen. But if you have the 86, this might be a card to go after because I'll show you why in terms of the cost when, the silver has come out. There is a bit of a cost discount here with this one. Then we've got the master set. So let's talk about these guys because, again, like I said going at the beginning of this video, these are all incredible cards. So Swarm, Wingman, and Howitzer, all three synergies are in the realm of being, activated. They're in the possibility of being activated. So 6'2", already that's a fantastic size. 96 body checking, that's great in the defensive zone. And then with Swarm, he's got perfect defensive awareness and stick check. An elite defensive card. Combine that with the fact that with Howitzer and Wingman activated, his shot is basically 99 across the board. Then you put Distributor and Spark on him. Again, this is for the Hut Rich. Like, I'm thinking long term. Eventually, people will get there just because cards will keep upgrading and they'll have more synergies and it'll be easier to activate multiple team-based synergies. This is phenomenal. Like, 92 speed, 92 speed with 93 acceleration and a max shot. Like, this is basically Leon Draisaitl. And again, he's got 3 usable synergies that help build your team. So this is a phenomenal card, and, I'd be on the lookout for him. Like, again, I will rank them all in another video, probably later on tonight or tomorrow. But a phenomenal card. Fantastic. Then we've got the 93 Steven Stamkos, and this might be the best card in the game right now. Like, better than Mario Lemieux. So, again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Spark, Shutdown, and Workhorse. The thing about Shutdown and Workhorse is that there is a lot of cards that have it. So, like a lot of top-end cards, because they've gotten away from adding Speedster and Howitzer to a lot of the top-end cards because they don't want to make them overpowered, they put Workhorse and Shutdown on to kind of make up for it. So, that being said, it is a possibility to get these 3 activated. Then you have 99 acceleration, 96 speed with Distributor. Swarm gets it up to 99 agility. His shot's all basically 99. And then his hand stats as well, 99. And you could put him at center, 86 faceoffs. I wouldn't, but body checking 94. Like, this is a pretty incredible card. And like I said, it goes up with the Mario Lemieux, the 91 Mario Lemieux. And really, really good. It's going to depend on the Shutdown and Workhorse. Like, if you don't have anywhere close to activating them, he becomes a little bit less, appealing, but still incredible. Like, look at the speed, look at the acceleration and speed that it'll get, and plus his shot's great. So, one of the best right-handed winger cards easily. Then we've got the 93 Jonas Korpisalo, 6'3". A really good combo of synergies in terms of Distributor and Swarm. Obviously, Heart and Soul is not. The thing is about goaltenders, guys, master set goalies are not being impacted by the stat caps for being taller. So he's 6'3", but he doesn't get any of the penalties. So that's why these master set goalies have been performing so well. Like the Christmas Riddick, which was a meme for me because last year I told you guys to go get Rinne, and he was awful. David Riddick has actually been pretty good because he's 6'4" and has no stat caps. Same with Vasilevsky, Ullmark, Bobrovsky. They're all the best goalies in the game because they're tall and don't have any stat caps. So it's not like this card is bad. Obviously, he's the least impactful, so it isn't a situation where I think you need to go out and get him. But it's not like he's a bad card at all. I mean, his glove high and speed is almost max. Like, just very, very good. Then we've got the 93 Oscar Klefbom. So Heiskanen officially out of the top 3 now. So we'll start with We'll start with Klefbom because there's another one too. Distributor and Workhorse are both the synergies that I think that most people will have. So let's look at that first. He has 91 acceleration before Spark, which would be 95. Then Distributor gets him up to 91 speed, which is great, which is good for someone who's 6'4". Then you have his shot at 96 power, 92 accuracy, and defensively, he's perfect. 93 body checking, 95 stick checking, 96 defensive awareness. This is a very, very, very good left-handed card. Like, it's very close to Hedman. Like, I would rather have this than Hedman in a vacuum, I think. It's awfully close. That being said, passing playmaker is just not a super useful synergy. A lot of people are going to have it. So, like a very, very, very good card. One of the best left-handed defensemen I have. Again, I'm going to do another one, in terms of, in terms of the ranking them, but just a fantastic card. Then we've got the 93 Dougie Hamilton, and this is basically the right-handed Victor Hedman, just like Myers. So balance is obviously going to drive this card's value down. Light the Lamp as well, not very good, but Shutdown is. So let's just take it at face value here. So 92 speed, 94 acceleration with spark and distributor, 97 shot power, slap shot power, 91 accuracy, and then body checking at 89, defensive awareness and stick checking 94. It's his height that makes him so valuable. So everyone that has used Hedman, like I've told you to when Team of the Year came out, he is the best defenseman just based on defensive ability. It's very difficult to enter the zone against him. It's very hard to cycle the puck against a Hedman, especially if you have someone like Jack Hughes and whatnot. Like, it's very difficult. But regardless, like, this is the right-handed version. However, I think when you add up the synergies being kind of a letdown, there's other options I'd rather have, but don't get it. Like, I think I would rather have the Philip Myers than this card. But this is still one of the, I think, it's close. He's one of the top 3 right-handed defensemen, I believe. Then we've got the 93 OEL. I went out and bought this card. Swarm and Wingman. Again, Gladiator, not one you're going to have probably. So 94 speed with distributor, 97 acceleration. His slap shot is 97 power, 93 accuracy. Hand stats are all in the high 90s. And defensive awareness and stick checking, 99. In my opinion, this is the best right-hand or left-handed defenseman in the game right now. More than Hedman, just because he's complete. Like, the synergy combo, like, Hedman will be better. Don't get it twisted. Hedman will be better, but I think, I haven't used him yet, but just the combo of everything together looks amazing. So, it's very difficult between him and Clefbaum, though. These are unbelievable. We've been asking for top-end left-handed defensemen, and now we've got them. So, unbelievable cards. Then we've got Sidney Crosby. So, like, speedster, 90. So that's 96 speed with distributor. But here's the thing: if you get thief on this card, 98 faceoff. That's endgame. That means that you don't need to go get another. You don't need to go get another Sidney Crosby the rest of the game just because of his faceoff rating alone. You combine that with the fact you have 96 speed, 95 acceleration with spark, 99 agility. All of his hand stats are already 97. The only thing that's a knock on him is he's 5'11 with 87 body checking, but it's high enough to be useful. And still, if you have Spark and Swarm and whatnot, that increases defensive abilities as well. So, unbelievable card, especially if you get Thief. Even if you don't, this is a top-end centerman in the game. All right, so let's talk about the 94s real quick. Again, so 2 to the team-based synergies. Like, these are all, like, Stamkos alone is just so good. I can't wait to get this card. But when we take a look at, we'll take a look at Sid real quick. 94 speed, so 97 speed with distributor. Thief makes him 99. Like, the 94 Crosby is absolutely incredible. Here's the thing, though, guys. The 94s can only be packed, which means they are going to cost you $1 million minimum, more than likely. It is going to be extremely rare. It's for the swag. I wouldn't recommend any doing it if you have the coins, but this is going to be expensive. But yeah, you can only get them in packs. The other ones you can get in sets, and I'll show you those now. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the sets here. So same thing as always, the 50 gold players, that doesn't change. So here is the first one. So 6 gold collectibles. You trade in the gold collectibles for a choice of 1 of 2 random flashback items. It is not the master sets. Do not do this set, guys. That is, you know, that's 300,000 coins in value for a chance at Tarasenko, who is awfully close to the franchise great Taylor Hall, and Rantanen. Rantanen would be the best, but the chances of it are so low. So don't do this set, please. Then we get the 18 gold collectible. Sorry, it's 18 gold collectible. Sorry, for the random choice. The random choice 93. That's tradable. Because it's a choice pack, this actually isn't that bad. So, like, 18 is just under $1 million, right? Like, that's under $1 million. You can buy, like, if you've been saving gold collectibles, 100% you can do this. If you have not been saving gold collectibles and you're trying to get them as many, it's going to be cheaper to go out and buy them. It is. So I would 1,000% do this, because even if you get Korpisalo, any of the other ones are among the tops of their position. So you're safe. You can 100% go out and blow all your gold collectibles on this event. You have the no-sleeve stamp of approval. Then we've got the choice goalie set. So I showed you those 12 goalies from doing the 95 flashback with a gold collectible. I don't think any of them are worth 50K, so that's an avoid. Then this one. So this is an interesting one, guys. Any of these cards, so the 7 master items, okay? If you trade in all of these cards, you get 3 gold collectibles. If you have them all, you need to check the prices. Here's the thing, guys. So some of them are going for so expensive. Like, let's take a look. I packed a ton of them. So 239. Look, like, you will not make money by trying to hoard onto Stamkoses because everyone has them, and everyone that rips packs, it's much easier to get these cards. That's what people don't understand. It's not going to be like the Couturier in the fantasy sets, because that's everyone trying to get one specific card and then trading it in. Everyone is trying to just make a buck on here, and because they're base cards, like, it's just these are instant sells. They're no longer on teams. And it's only for gold collectibles. My opinion, sell all of these for the cheapest amount possible. Try and make sure they're over 20K, because that's, 150,000 coins divided by 7 is roughly about 21,000 coins. So make your money by selling these. I would not try and do this set unless you have almost all of them and you just need to buy one, then it obviously is worth it, or if you have a bunch untradeable. But remember, the value is 150K, so don't go over that. You're just wasting money. Then we've got the 94 Flashback collectible. So with 15 gold players, you will get a collectible, and I'll show you what to do with those. As it is, there is quite a few options. So you can get a gold collectible by doing 15 gold players, and the Roenick Challenge sets. So again, there is sets with a free 94 overall Roenick that you can get in the store. I'll show you that in a little bit. He has to be in your lineup to do the challenges. You do them all, and you'll get a bunch of collectibles, and then you can do different things with them. So if you do the Roenick challenges, you'll get a bunch of Roenick collectibles. So this saves you one gold. This saves you one icon collectible, guys. So it is worth it if you're going to upgrade that Chelios. If you have the untradeable one, I would probably do this because, again, it is cheaper. So buy one, so keep that in mind, but it is cheaper. Moving on, we've got the icon collectible, so you can trade in 3 of these for an icon collectible, obviously valuable. And then 2 times the Real Radical red pack. I probably wouldn't do that. That being said, you can earn, again, you can turn... Never mind. I was thinking of something else. I probably wouldn't do the pack. I'd probably do this. It just depends. If you have 6, then obviously you can do both. But at least do the icon for sure. All right, so now let's talk about the 93. These are to make the untradables, guys. So Crosby, Stamkos, OEL, and Clefbaum, you could have on your team for the rest of the game, and you would not be upset. Because their stats are so high with synergies, it can't go past 99. So any of those ones, these are worth doing untradeable. Like if you have gold collectibles, again, I would rather do the 18, just spend the extra 3 and get the 18 and make it tradable. I'd probably do that because then, you're getting one no matter what. And if, need be, you could sell them for coins. It's always safer because it gives you options. I wouldn't do Hamilton because I think he's great. It's just I think there will be big defensemen that are unbelievable at some point, and he has really bad synergies. And same with Matthew Tkachuk. He's incredible, but he's not overly fast. Like he's fast, but he's basically Leon Draisaitl right now, but he can't upgrade. So keep that in mind. And then obviously Korpisalo, we don't do. All right, now let's take a look at the store because it's going to give you something pretty cool. That isn't the store. It's going to give you a really cool card for 7 days as you get to try this out. And obviously during Hut Champs, that's pretty key. We'll go over the packs as well. So right here, you click on this. For 0 coins, you get the 94 Jeremy Roenick loan item, and it's for a week, and you can use them as much as you want. All right, so now let's take a look at the packs. So gold collectible, 70K plus an 83 overall guaranteed item. If you are close to making one of the cards and you are going to need gold collectibles, this is worth it, I guess. I think that, again, you could get one for 50K, but you're spending 20K on a chance that... You know what? No, I don't think so. Never mind. How many players do you get? 16 items. No, it is. It is worth it. It is worth it. Sorry. It is worth it. All right, then the 332 green pack. None of these are ever valuable. Okay, guys? I never do these ones. If you're going to spend money on the game, make sure it's these limited packs. Buy up as many as you can with the points you have allotted. Start with this and then work the way down. And then once you hit the limit, if you still have points left over, wait until tomorrow and then never buy these because this is going to give you the best odds to pull something sweet. So lastly, we'll talk about the challenges real quick. So head to the store, grab the free 94 overall. I showed you where to do that. Complete Jeremy Roenick flashback challenges for exclusive rewards. I showed you what those rewards are with those. Acquire 94 flashback collectibles in challenges for use in mass Masters item sets. Again, so you'll get flashback collectibles that you can use in the Master item sets. You need one if you're going to make one. And then again, note Jeremy Roenick must be on your team to be able to play the Roenick challenges. So again, free to play guys, definitely worth doing. Here are the Jeremy Roenick ones, and you have to have him on the team. So just make sure you do those if you want the free stuff. That is the best way to do it. All right, guys, that was a ton of info. This is probably the best event we've had so far in terms of the actual players released. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, and make sure you subscribe for daily NHL content. I'll see you next time.